Greetings and hello everyone. Today we're going to be working with solving one-step equations. So let's take a look at what happens when we have addition and subtraction. So to solve an equation means to find all values of the variable that make the equation true. Each value that makes an equation true is a solution. Equivalent equations have the same solution. So if we have the addition property of equality, if a number is added to each side of a true equation, the resulting equivalent equation is also true. Subtraction property of equality. If a number is subtracted from each side of a true equation, the resulting equivalent equation is also true. So let's take a look at example 1. So I have this equation right here, g minus 25 equals 113. So what I want to do is I want to get g all by itself. G wants to be alone. So I'm going to make that happen. So what's happening with g is it's being bothered by this negative 25. So we're going to make this 25 a positive 25 so it goes away. So a negative 25 and a positive 25 gives you 0. Leaving you with just g. Now on the other side, I have 113 plus 25. And when I add these two together, I get 138. So g equals 138. For a second example, we want to get k by itself. K is being bothered by this positive 27. So to get rid of this positive 27, I'm going to subtract 27 from both sides. When I do that, positive 27 and negative 27 gives me 0. And I'm just left with k on my left-hand side. Then I have 30 minus 27, which is 3. So now I've solved if I have addition, and I've solved if I have subtraction. Let's take a look at a different group of situations. You can also use multiplication property of equality and division property of equality. So if an equation is true and each side is multiplied by some non-zero number, then the resulting equation is equivalent. Likewise, if an equation is true and each side is divided by the same non-zero number, the resulting equation is equivalent. So I'm going to add a c for this problem. And we're going to start off with c, then we're going to go to b, and then we're going to go to a. So c is n divided by 12 equals 9. So right now, n is being divided by 12. So I want to undo division. And when I undo division, I do that with multiplication. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 12. What I get on the left side is 12 over 12, which is just 1n. I don't have to put the 1 in front of the n. It's assumed that it is right there. That just leaves me with 9 times 12, which is 108. Let's take a look at b. So for b, I have this negative 14 multiplying by the y. As we know, when you have a number touching a variable, that is multiplication that's between them. We just don't put the dot there. So to undo multiplication, the opposite of multiplication is division. So I'm going to divide by 14 on both sides. So negative 14 divided by negative 14 is just 1y. And again, I don't put the 1 in front of the y, I just put the y. Positive divided by a negative is a negative. 42 divided by 14 is 3. So the solution to this problem is negative 3. Now let's take a look at a. A is kind of a combination of c and b together. So when I have this 3/8 multiplying this x, I can either divide by 3/8 or I can multiply by the reciprocal. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the second one. I'll multiply by the reciprocal. So times 8 over 3 times 8 over 3. So 8 times 3 is 24. 3 times 8 is 24. Well, that gives me 24 over 24, which is just 1. 9 times 8 is 72. And 4 times 3 is 12. Well, I can divide 72 by 12, and that gives me 6. So this solution is just 6. So now I want to solve for A. A plus 26 equals 35. I want to find what A is. So right now, A is being added by 26. So I want to subtract 26 from both sides. By subtracting 26 from both sides, this turns into a 0, leaving A by itself. 35 minus 26 is going to be 9. So the solution to that is 9. For the second one, I have 6y equals 54. So 6 times y. I want to undo the multiplication, so I undo that with division. I divide by 6. I divide by 6. 6 divided by 6 is just 1y. 54 divided by 6 is going to be 9. So this one happens to also be 9. So we're making costumes for a play. We spend $146.58. This is what 21 yards of fabric cost us. So we want to figure out how much 1 yard of fabric is going to cost us. So 1 yard times the 21 yards will give us our total of $146.58. So I'm going to divide both sides by 21 so I can undo the multiplication. And I get y equals $6.98. So review whatever part is causing you difficulty and have a great day.